Hello and welcome back to another video on the Football Zone and to a weekend review. No Premier League action this weekend, so just getting into the Championship action and starting off on Friday night where it finished Huddersfield 1, Stoke 1. Huddersfield took the lead through Josh Coroma in the first half, but 12 minutes from time, Brown equalised for Stoke, and Stoke go away with a point, and a solid result for them after 2 losses on the trot. Huddersfield, I think they'll be disappointed not to get the win here, but still unbeaten, still on a decent run. I think both teams will be relatively content, but probably Stoke just slightly the happier of the two. Moving on then to Saturday's game, and starting off with Hull 2, Swansea 0. First game in charge for the Hull gaffer, not even going to try and pronounce his name, but it was a flying start. Tom Eaves in the 5th minute and Keane Lewis Potter in the 17th minute gave Hull the start they wanted, and they held on really. Swansea probably had a lot more goal attempts than Hull, but in the end Hull seemed pretty comfortable, and Swansea, it's a disappointing result after a solid one last time out. They'll be disappointed with that, but for Hull, their good run continues. Moving on then, QPR 4, Reading 0 was a score at Loftus Road. Lyndon Dykes with 2 goals, Amos with 1, and Dunn with another. And this was another dominant win for QPR. They were really good here. But the main story is Reading once again. There just is no end in sight for Reading at the moment. They're in absolute freefall. Cardiff winning, Peterborough picks up a point on Wednesday. Derby, still coming. It's really hard to see how Reading turn this around. For me, the manager has to go, and he has to go now. But moving on then, Preston 2, Bristol City 2 was the score at Deepdale. Martin in the 12th minute gave Bristol City the lead before Reece equalised in the 52nd minute. Semenyo in the 81st minute gave Bristol a 2-1 lead before Reece once again in the 94th minute equalled things up. And for Preston, it's a solid result for them. I'd probably say a draw was a fair result from this one. Bristol City going into stoppage time winning. Of course you're going to be gutted when you don't come away with the victory, I suppose. But moving on then to Millwall 2, West Brom 0 at the Den. Bennett and Afobe were the only goal of the game in the second half, and really, really bad performance for West Brom, just starting off with them. They'll be absolutely gutted. Calls for Eddie to go. To be honest, it's understandable. With the squad they have, they should be doing a lot better. For Millwall, after a really poor run of form, it's a great result for them, and hopefully that'll give them some much needed confidence heading into the next few games. But the main talking point here has to be West Brom. Moving on then, Middlesbrough 1, Coventry 0 was the score at the Riverside. Soprara was the only goal of the game in the 58th minute to give Middlesbrough the win. And in terms of the game itself, Coventry actually had quite a lot to play, but Middlesbrough held on to win. Middlesbrough not necessarily the best here, but good teams holding on to wins, that's what they do. And they're now putting themselves into a really, really solid position to be in the playoffs. But as for Coventry, it's a disappointing result. I think they felt like they could have deserved a point out of this. Moving on then, Luton 0, Blackburn 0 was the score at Kenilworth Road. There wasn't much to this game really. Not a lot of action either way. A draw was probably a fair result. Luton will be pleased really, because Blackburn are a really good side, but and they're on solid run themselves. But for Blackburn, they're dropping points now quite regularly. That needs to stop if they want to stay in touch with the likes of Bournemouth and QPR, which is becoming increasingly tough with their form really. But moving on then, Fulham 1, Blackpool 1 was the score at Craven Cottage. And obviously this match was overshadowed by everything that happened in the stands, and rest in peace to that supporter. Truly tragic stuff. But on to the game itself. Mitrovic in the 6th minute gave Fulham lead, and you thought it'd be a cruise for Fulham, but no, Bowler equalised in the 57th minute, and Blackpool fully deserving the point. Fulham weren't really at the races here, but for Fulham, they're so far clear at the top. They're going to have an off day at some point, aren't they? Moving on then, Barnsley 0, Bournemouth 1 was the score at Oakwell. Philip Billing with a goal in the 12th minute gave Bournemouth a win. Gary Cahill was sent off in the 88th minute, but Barnsley couldn't do anything about it. And once again, they lose. Bournemouth probably the best team here, but Barnsley did hold on with them. But in the end, Bournemouth just had a bit too much. No disgrace in losing to Bournemouth, but Barnsley, they're just kind of drifted to the bottom now. Just really, really poor, isn't it? Moving on then to the game on Saturday evening, and it finished Peterborough 0, Sheffield United 2. Billy Sharp in the 54th minute gave the Blaze a lead, and Morton with an own goal in the 81st minute sealed the win for Sheffield United. And for them, 2 wins on the trot now, 3 unbeaten, definitely starting to improve after a bit of a shaky run when they first came back. Up to 11th now, still got a few games in hand on the likes of Middlesbrough, who are in and around the playoff positions. But for Peterborough, disappointing performance, outplayed here. With Reading in the form they need to pick up results. Moving on then, Derby 2, Birmingham 2 was a score at Pride Park. And it looked like it would be an easy win for Birmingham up until about the 86th minute when Lyle Taylor on his debut and Scott Hogan with the goals for them. But 2 late goals from Plange and Bielik gave Derby a point. And what a great result for Derby. Never say die attitude and all of that. Only 7 points from safety with the form of Reading and Peterborough. You never ever know. Moving on then, Cardiff 2, Forest 1 was the score at the Cardiff City Stadium in a huge game in both ends of the table. Hugo in the 6th minute and Davies in the 65th minute gave Cardiff a 2-0 lead. Davies pulled one back in the 94th minute. But it proved just to be a consolation goal. And for Forest, so frustrating after 4 wins on the trot, really low proving, and then lose to an out-of-form Cardiff side. But it puts Cardiff 6 points clear of Posh now. They'll be feeling ready to come. But Forest, just inconsistent. But anyway, guys, that's it for the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, bring your thoughts, comments down, really to follow on Twitter, link description for daily football news, and subscribe to our channel on screen. I greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.